guys, it's been so long. I say that all the time because I have been very slack with my videoing. I've been super busy, like I always am, and to be completely honest, I've just been too lazy to do any recording, and I've really been a bit too lazy to really sort of do anything. I know. Yeah, so like I'm back, and as you probably already know, I am now on the Scrapping Fun Kits design tip. So I'm very excited. And today I'll be using my first kit, my June kit, the June embellishment kit, and I'm super excited to have a play, and it's gorgeous. So I'll give you a quick little look at it here. This is the little kit. So I've got this beautiful mint lace here, and we've got this really nice peach, and I'm loving this color combination. It is gorgeous. And we've got some flowers, some fabric flowers, a little bit more lace here, and you get some beautiful matching papers as well, which are just gorgeous. And they all it just all matches so perfectly. And as you can see, I've already opened the bag and had a look at most of the stuff, and so I'll just pull out the rest here. Ooh, out we come. Oops. Okay. So we've got a wood veneer from Corbett Creations, memories, and these cute little resin flowers here in the mint and the peach or apricot. I don't know. I like saying peach, I think. Here. Down. Look at them. And we've got a little clip here. I've forgotten what you call these things. No, they're not enamel. They're like, I don't know, little embellishments to match. A little sample of washi there as well, and a piece of gorgeous vellum. So today I am going to for my first project, I'm going to do a scrapbooking layout using some of this stuff today. I've sort of got a vintage, because these papers and the colours really sort of are very vintage to me anyway, and so I'm going for like a vintagey theme scrapbooking layout. I have this photo of my daughter. I took this photo just before her grade 6 graduation, so she was all dressed up and all of that, and I just converted it into a black and white because to add to that vintage theme, and I think it matches just perfectly. So so we'll get started. So I already sort of have an idea in my head on where I want to go, but if I get to that point, we'll soon see, won't we? So we'll see how I go. So I'll start off with just getting rid of some of this. I'm recording on my mobile phone, so I'm kind of hoping nobody rings me. So if my phone does ring, it just automatically stops recording straight away. So if that happens and I'm in mid-sentence, then I do apologise because I don't have anything else at the moment to record on. So we will get started. So first off, I have also gathered some other bits and pieces that I've just pulled out of my stash. I haven't really thought about it. I'm sort of really going for the minty theme, and the mint and the peach theme. This was a one of those frame things. I just cut that off because I really loved that. And just some bits and pieces that I just had lying around, and I've sort of just gathered all this together. So I'm just going to see where we go, and I've also got a piece of music paper as well. And yeah, so we'll just see what happens. I might not use all of this, I might use all of it, I might not use some of it, but we will soon find out. First off, I'm using this old paper. It's an old paper. It's from Kaiser Craft. I cannot remember the collection because I've cut off the zip strip, but I picked this up in their clearance section, and I just really liked the sort of Hessian-y cardboarding look background, so I really liked that, and I thought it would go really, really well with the peach and mint colour theme. So this is where we're starting. The only thing I'm not really happy about is this part here, but we'll work something out to sort of try and cover that up a little bit. So to start off with, I wanted to add a bit of paint. And I just want to do some simple gessoing, some white paint, just to dull it down a little bit, so then everything else will pop off the page. So we'll start off doing that. So I've got a paper plate here. I've got my Liquitex gesso. I love this gesso. This is my favourite one. I'm trying to get my hands on the heavy body, but I haven't been able to come across anyone that has it in stock lately, but I will hopefully get some too, because I'd love to have a play with the heavy body. So I'm just putting a little bit in my on my paper plate, and I have this like rubber tool here that I've just started using in my art journaling, and I really like the way it spreads. So we'll start off with adding a little bit of the white paint, and I sort of just do random sort of strokes on here. I sort of want the white paint down in this area, because this is sort of where I'm thinking I'm gonna put my photo and my layering with the paper. And I just love the way it like leaves, you know, a little bit more of an effect using this than just a paintbrush. So I think that'll do, and I might even add a little bit up the top here on this bit where I'm not really, you know, I don't really like this. It's the only bit I didn't like, but we can always work with things. So I'll just add that little bit there, pop that back there, and I might just look. This is just a baby white. I'm just gonna, I probably went a little bit too much. So I might just knock it back a little bit here. Now this shouldn't take too long to dry. There we go. I might even just do go on these edges too, because I kind of like that effect. See, I think it would have looked really, really good with some heavy heavy body gesso. So I'm actually now just thinking I might add something else, just to, yeah. So just give me a second. I think we might add some nice big dots. So this is just, you know, that bubble wrap paper. So I'm just pushing that into my plate and picking up the last of the paint that is in there, and I think I must have used blue on this before, and I'm just going to plop it down just to add a little bit more texture. Yes, maybe over here. It just adds that little bit more. You might need to add a little bit more in there, a little bit more paint. Yeah, see, that's good. Yeah, I'm liking that. It's just adding that little bit of extra. Oops, I popped it. There we go. Okay, so it's looking very messy and not making any sense yet. So I will stop recording and dry this off, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back, and that little breaky worked out really, really well because my husband rang me. So there was no interruptions. So that worked out well. So what I've done, this is all dry now, and to sort of keep it a bit flatter, I've just used some old cardstock in my stash that I'll probably never use this colour. Don't even know why I have it as a backing, just to flatten it out a little bit. And I've stuck that down, and I also quickly painted these chipboard pieces that I gathered from my stash white. So, and they're still drying, so that's them. So we'll get on to what I want to do. So now I sort of have an idea, like I said before, but I haven't, so I'm thinking I want to use this paper and this paper. Yeah, I'm thinking I want to use those two as part of my background. So we'll sort of have to chop these up a little. So let's, what the, I always seem to get my photos dirty every time. I don't know how I do it. Anyway, so we'll sort of maybe here. So let's just start chopping, because we all know that's what I like to do. I don't really want to do ripped edges because it's probably going to be a little bit too much, I'm thinking, but we'll see, because I'll chop this down. I'll just chop it, and see, maybe it's a little bit too big, so I'll just chop it down again. Everyone knows I don't measure. Like that. And maybe something like that. And then maybe the meat doily coming out from here. And I want a bit of the lace to come into it as well. So maybe if I just add, because then that's mint on mint, maybe I use a white doily under there, and then have a little bit of bit of the lace off here. So I want to add some lace. Actually, I might not continue. I was going to try and do this all live, but I think the video will end up being way too long because, so I'll probably stop recording, then I'll come back and it'll be in, like fast forward, not super fast, but you know what I mean. I'll speed it up and do a voiceover because I think it'll end up being too long if I do it live. Okay, because I'm having a lot of thoughts now. So yeah, okay. So I'll be back.
Hi, okay. So continuing off from what I was just saying before, I'm working on my layering. So I've got the two pieces of paper from the Scrapping for Fun June kits, and I'm also layering up those papers with a piece of vintage music paper. I ended up going to a op shop not long ago and I got like a whole big bag of vintage music paper. So I've got a huge stash of it. I've also added a piece of corrugated, or I don't know, well, it's basically just a piece of cardboard and I've ripped one of the layers off to get that corrugated look. What else have I added? I've added a piece of that white tape stuff that is, I brought that from Bunnings. I'm not sure what it's used for, but it looked really cool, so I brought a roll. And I also had that little Maggie Holmes frame, the wooden or the chipboard frame, I should say, that I cut in half. So yeah, and I've just popped one down and one up the top. I've added the doily there, and I also done like a strip of fabric. That's just white cotton fabric that I picked up from Spotlight, and I just tear it into a strip, and then I stuck down a bit of washi and folded it up as I put it down, so it gives like that ripple. I don't even know what you call it, but you know what I mean. You've seen it. And then I've added some tissue paper on the back of all of that, and it looks like I've also added another um, piece of the cardboard up the top. So I actually scrapbooked this layout at least, maybe 3 weeks ago, and yeah, so it's hard to remember what I actually did. So I'm just sort of watching the video myself and trying to figure it all out. So now I've pulled out that heartwood veneer, or yeah, that chipboard piece, the heart chipboard piece from my stash, and there's a circle one with a scallop edge, and that little love tag thing, that was a Maggie Holmes, you know, the Insta frames, but it was the material ones. So I just cut that off it because it was really pretty. I liked that loved. And also I'm using that lace flower from the Scrapping for Fun kit. It's so pretty. I love it. So now I am adding those little, I don't even know what you call those. I forget the epoxy circle embellishment things. I've forgotten the name of them. So someone needs to correct me downstairs, down in the comments. Gee, I'm not thinking very well. No, I'm not. Um, and and let me know what they're called again because I've just had a mental blank. I can't remember the name of them. They have a name, don't they? Yeah, I can't remember. Anyway, so now I'm just gluing everything down, and I'm also gonna be adding a little cluster up that in that top right hand corner because I wanted to cover that little bit on the paper that I didn't like. I've already in previously you've seen me put some gesso on there just to dull it back that little bit. And then I'll do like a little cluster up the top as well. So yeah, I'm just gluing everything down, ruffling up my edges as I like to show a little bit of dimension I like texture, dimension. I like scrapbooking pages that you want to reach out and touch, and touch them, and yeah. So yeah, that's how I like to scrap. So now I'm just fiddling with the placement of the last embellishments that I am using, and yeah, I think I stop recording and I come back, but I don't know what I do when I come back. So, oh my god, this is so bad. I'm so sorry. Oh, I see. I need to really, when when I record a scrapbooking video, I need to do the voiceover straight away because I honestly don't remember anything about putting this layout together. But I mean, you're watching it like I'm watching it. I'm watching it like for the first time. That's really bad. So yeah, as you can see, sticking the picture down, and I've cut that little chipboard scallop circle there, and I'm going to pop that embellishment in there. And yeah, I think this is where I had it. Actually, I remember this. I was trying to stick that on.
Hey guys, I'm back. I just decided to come back live for this last little bit because it's just fiddling around. So I went and got some cotton because I felt like I needed to add some cotton. So I'm doing that. It doesn't need anything else. Like it's pretty layered, but I do love it. It's like it's pretty much coming out how I sort of envisioned it, but I envisioned it more with the photo down here more, but it hasn't worked out that way, but it doesn't matter. So just seem to be having problems getting these glued down here. Let's see if this will work. I'll put some here. I don't know if that button will stay on this flower. Don't know. Just have to hold that there for a minute. So and I've also decided that I need to do like some kind of a cluster up here just to sort of tie it in. So I'll probably sort of add maybe some of the paper that I've used down here. It's hard doing this one-handed. Oh, I can't pick it up. See, add a bit of paper up here, something like that. Maybe with a bit of the orange lace, maybe. Yeah, maybe a bit of the orange lace. Maybe we can add that in. This in. I don't know if this is sticking down or not. Okay, we'll just leave it for a minute and we'll just see how that goes. And I'll just stick down the rest of this, and then we'll work on my cluster up the top. And I'll probably finish my journaling and stuff off camera because I haven't really decided where I want to put it yet. I did add a little pocket here, so I'm thinking I might have to slip something in here. But yeah, I'll probably just do that off camera until I work out what I'm going to write and stuff like that. Probably just end up making a little tag to slip in here. And we'll just stick this one down. I don't think that flower has stuck. Okay. Looks pretty straight to me. Has that stuck? No. No, no, no. Oh my God, that photo, I've really destroyed it. I might have to pull it off and I don't know. Maybe I'm going to have to get some hot glue out to attach this there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to need to do. Get my hot glue gun out. Do that because it's just not going to work. Okay, so that's where that's going to go. I'll just stick down this lace. I was gonna pull out the sewing machine, but then I couldn't be bothered. How lazy is that? It's just lazy. Probably would have been easy to stitch everything on, but we'll just push that up in there like that. Oh, that looks like that. And then I'll just add this here as well. Only because I cut the other one in half and I thought I'm better off just using it, or else it just ends up in my stash with all the other stuff. So I'll just add that in there. Okay, so I'm really liking how this is coming together. Okay, so now we'll work on something up the top here. So thinking maybe we'll just rip that off. A little bit of that. Do I have a bit of scrap music paper just to sort of tie everything in? There we go. Something like that. Maybe that's a bit too long. Cut a bit of this off. These colours is a really great colour combination. I'm really enjoying these colours. That's not what I want at that. I think it needs to go into this section. Oh my God, I feel like I'm all, what do you call it? Thumbs today. I really do. And I'm just not feeling like myself. I think I'm feeling a bit lost because I was in just a little minor bingle a couple of weeks ago, and and I don't have my car now because it went in yesterday to be repaired, and it wasn't my fault, the accident too, by the way. Maybe it's this. Yeah, and originally it was only going to take 3 days, but I got told that it's actually going to take 10 days to get fixed. So I don't have a car for 10 days, which makes life very difficult because I'm kind of just stuck at home now, even more than I was before when I was stuck at home. Oh dear. So I'm feeling like a little lost. I'm feeling like I can't if I need to go down the shops, like at the moment I need milk, and when I'm finished this layout, I'm going to message my husband, and he's going to have to go to the shops after he finishes work to get me everything that I need, and this little cluster at the top here is not happening for me, so I need to change it up. I need to See when this is why it's really hard for me to do it live, because I don't talk when I'm concentrating. It's really, really weird. So that's why. Is that too much? I don't know. I wish you could answer me. There we go. Run it down like that. See, that's better. I'm going to staple that. I'm going to go with that. I just release off because I've stapled it at the wrong end, of course. Maybe I won't need to use that. I'll go with that. Maybe just up there. Just to break it up a little. Yep. That's what I'm going with. And this needs to, I'm going to have to hot glue this here. So I'll just leave it sitting there. And I just need to add something else to the top, maybe a couple of these resin flowers that came in the kit, maybe. No, I don't really like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this done. I know it's not completely finished, but you'll get the drift. You'll see it all in the final images, because if I keep fluffing around and stuff like that, and it's been so long since I've done videos, I've kind of forgotten my rhythm of doing a video. But this is basically the finished page. I will probably, I'll stick all this down, get my glue gun out, and then I'll probably just add some white splatters around here, and that will be, but you'll see all that in the final image. So I'm really sorry that this video has been so higgledy piggledy. Gee, I haven't said that word for a while. But yeah, it is. I haven't filmed a video in a month, 2 months or something. So yeah, I'm trying to get back into it. And I hope you enjoyed my first design team project for scrapping fun kits, because I'm really excited to be a part of this team. So this, like I said earlier, this is my first project for the design team, and I will have another one coming up later in the month. So I will see you then. Also, if you liked this and you'd like to see more of my art, just hit the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.